Hey guys, Kimberly and Cranley coming to you live. I'm excited to be here with you tonight and talk to you about something near and dear to my heart: how to be happier. So, what I found is to become a happier person, you have to work at it. It's not something that just comes because circumstances happen, right? Like life is it's real lifey. And we have to really get clear on what's important to us. And joy and happiness is important to me. And so I want you to drop a one below if it's important to you to be happy, to feel joy, right? But for me, circumstantial happiness wasn't doing it. So that means that, like, I don't want to look outside of myself for Sean or my kids, somebody in the world to make me happy. I want to be that happy person. So being circumstantially happy because something went your way, because you're having a good day, because life is not being so lifey, that is, I find, like a fake kind of happiness. And so the happiness that I'm talking about in this series is more about being really happy, like being truly happy inside, so that it doesn't matter if somebody cuts you off in traffic. It doesn't matter if somebody gets mad at you or if everything's not going your way. You're happy. Could you imagine a world where people were just happy because they actually worked on that muscle and grew their happiness muscle? Instead of looking for their partner to make them happy, or looking for their kids to make them happy, or looking for their job to make them happy, or looking for that friend to make them happy, or maybe that alcohol or, the marijuana to make them happy. What happens if we actually started to work on that happiness muscle and started to make ourselves happy? And that's what I want to help you do. So that's why I've decided to do this series. I did one last week. I am here live again this week for you, and I plan on continuing this. So, one of my key one of my key practices in happiness I do before I even get out of bed in the morning. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to come here today and I'm going to share it with you. So I want you to drop me a gratitude below if you practice gratitude. Now, I've been practicing gratitude probably for the last 5 to 7 years. As soon as I started to learn about it, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start practicing that. I'm going to start bringing that into my life. So, super easy practice you can do to become a happier person is practice gratitude. Now, I know what you're going to tell me. You're going to tell me, Kim, I am too busy to be practicing some gratitude. I don't have time to sit over here and meditate. And I'm not telling you that it's going to take you any time. And I'm not telling you that you're going to have to sit and meditate or do any of those things. Okay. What you're going to do is when you wake up in the morning, you are going to lay in your bed. Yes, you're welcome. You're going to lay in your bed and you're going to think about 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for. So, what I like to think about is, first of all, I think about my bed. I am grateful for my bed, right? And then the second thing I think about is my husband and my kids. I think about my job. I think about going to the gym, my health, right? And then I feel really good after thinking about those things, and I'm like, man, I feel really good, right? And then I get up and I put on my slippers and I'm like, God, I'm thankful for my slippers because it is cold up in here. Right. And I walk out and I go into, I get dressed and then I go out and I start, packing my kids' lunches. And I'm like, oh, I'm thankful for the food in my fridge. I'm thankful that I get to pack my kids' lunches. And I look out and the sunrise is coming over the lake. And I'm so thankful for the sunrise. I'm thankful for my dogs. I let them outside. And I get in as much gratitude as I possibly can before life becomes too lifey, before the kids start to fight, before we're racing out the door, before I'm getting cut off by somebody who doesn't wait their turn, before all the things start happening. I get in as much gratitude as I possibly can. And this just it just gives you a great base, right? Um Everything needs a good foundation. Happiness also needs a good foundation. So if you wake up with gratitude and you start your day with that, you hold on to the gratitude as long as you can. And hey, sometimes I get all the way to the gym. Sometimes I can pull it through my entire day. But, at the first, maybe it's only those 5 things until I got out of bed. And then maybe, you step in dog poop and, you know, then all the gratitude's out the window because you're swearing and you got poop stuck between your toes. Who knows? But you just hold it on to it for as long as you can. And if you start to do this and you start to practice this, you'll be able to hold on to it longer for some days, shorter for others. And you'll learn to pull it through your entire day. So, this is one of the practices I use. I wanted to share it with you. I would love for you to put I'm in. If you're going to start practicing gratitude, drop an I'm in below. If you're going to try this, even for a week, I give you a challenge. Try it for 1 week. And if it sucks and it's horrible and it makes you miserable, then you can stop. But I can guarantee you it's not, because our happiness muscle needs to be worked. It needs to be trained, just like going to the gym, right? I go to the gym, I work my body because I'm training my muscles. Happiness is the same thing. You've got to work on it if you want to make true happiness. And that's happiness that people can't take away from you. That's happiness because you're happy, not because something happened to you to make you happy. Circumstantial happiness is not actual happiness. Grow that happiness muscle and feel it inside of you. So, I want to know who my people are. Drop me below if you're in. Drop me below if you're going to work on your happiness. Say hi if you're watching. Drop value if you got value. And I will be back next week with some more value for you on happiness, because I really believe that this can change the world one person at a time. Have a great night, guys. Bye.